Good morning, students. Today in geography, we are going to revise the same chapter, that is resource and development. Children, in our last lecture, we have studied about the classification of different resources, and today we will start with the development of resources. Children, as you all know, resources are vital for human survival as well as for maintaining the quality of life. We cannot imagine a life without these resources, as it was believed that the resources are free gift of nature. As a result, human beings use them indiscriminately. Indiscriminately means without any proper technique, technology, planning, or in unsystematic way. Because of this, it has led to many problems. Now, children, we will see the major problems because of indiscriminate use of resources. The first one, the problem of depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of few individuals. Depletion means consumption of resources faster than it can be replenished. Means for satisfying the greed of few people, we are overusing or we are overutilizing the resources. Then the next one, accumulation of resources in few hands, which in turn divides a society into have and have not, or rich or poor. Because of this, major resource carried by the rich people which make the poor people suffer without any good resource for living. And the next one, global warming. Children, because of this, to maintain the quality of life, global peace and equal distribution of resources has become essential to sustain quality of life. If the present trend of resource depletion by few individuals and countries continues, the future of our planet is in danger. Therefore, resource planning is essential for sustainable existence of all forms of life. Sustainable existence is a component of sustainable development. In order to preserve the earth from the danger of uneven distribution and depletion of resources, several steps have been taken by the international communities. Now, children, sustainable development. Sustainable development refers to the process of economic development where resources are used judiciously to satisfy needs of not only present generation but also to conserve them for the use of future generation. Sustainable development takes place without depleting the present natural resource. The aim of sustainable development is to promote the kind of development that minimizes the environmental problems and meet the needs of existing generation without compromising the quality of environment for future generation. Now, resource planning. Children, planning means a strategy for judicious use of resources. It is the strategy for judicious use of all the available resources. It is important for any country. India, which has extreme diversity in terms of availability of resources, it calls for the balanced resource planning at national, state, and regional level. Balanced resource planning is important to all the level, as there are some states that are rich in mineral resource, for example Jharkhand, and there are some states that have water in abundance but don't have adequate infrastructure, for example Arunachal Pradesh, and there are some states that lacks water resource, for example Rajasthan. That means, why do we need the resource planning? Because there are some areas which are considered to be self-sufficient in terms of availability of resources, and There are some regions which have acute shortage of some vital resources. Children, the cold desert of Ladakh is relatively isolated from the rest of the country. It has very rich cultural heritage, but it is deficient in water infrastructure, and some vital minerals. That is why the resource planning at the national, state, and regional level is required. Children, the availability of resources is a necessary condition for the development of any region, but mere availability of resource in absence of corresponding changes in technology and institutions may hinder the development. There are many regions in the country that are rich in resources, but these are included in economically backward areas. For example, Jharkhand is rich in mineral resource, but still it is economically backward due to illiteracy, scarcity of agricultural land, lack of small scale industries, disparity in the income among the people. And on the other hand, there are some regions which have poor resources base, but they are economically developed. You can take the example from Mumbai. It is poor in natural resources, it is not but it is economically advanced because of financially hub of India, because it is known as financial hub of India with the greatest amount of local, national, and international trade activities. It has a huge number of industries and very effective transportation system. Now children, resource planning in India. Resource planning is a technique or a skill of proper utilization of resources as the resources are limited and unevenly distributed over the country. Their planning is essential. Resource planning comprises of three stages. The first one is to identify the resources across the region of the country. The method includes surveying, mapping, qualitative and quantitative measurement and estimation of resources. In the second stage, to develop planning structure endowed with appropriate technology, skill, and institutional setup for implementing resource developmental plan. And in the third, to coordinate the resource development plans with the overall national development plans, means matching the resource development plan with the overall national development plan. Now children, conservation of resources are vital for any development activities, but its irrational consumption and overutilization of resource may lead to socio-economic and environmental problems. Planned use of resource in order to meet the present needs and to store a part for future generation is called resource conservation. It is necessary because many resources are non-renewable or exhaustible, means once it is used it cannot be renewed in one's lifetime. Conservation of resource is also necessary because it will help us to reduce wastage, which will help us in the economic progress. Now let's see the Gandhiji's view on the idea of resource conservation. According to Gandhiji, there is enough for everybody's need and not for anybody's greed. Gandhiji was very apt in voicing his concern about resource conservation. He placed the greedy and selfish individuals and exploitative nature of modern technology as a root cause for resource depletion at the global level. He was against the mass production and wanted to replace it with the production by masses. Children, mass production was introduced during the British rule, which made people to leave their village, their home, their land, their craft, and go to work in the factories for the improvement of their financial and economic status. But Gandhiji was against this concept of mass production. According to him, not mass production but production by masses. He felt that by adopting the production by the masses, village working communities would be able to survive and restore their work done by their hands or small scale village industries. Nature has given us the great gift which is laid in the hands, while mass production is concerned with the product and profit. According to Gandhiji, the greed of the people and sophisticated technologies developed by powerful countries is the main reason for resource depletion.